Okay, this second video is to talk about how a lot of guitar players, when they're playing with people who are playing primarily in the key of D, they like to put their capo on the second fret. So it makes it easier to back people up. You can do more things. You can go for a guitar player, the melody notes are all right there. So it's easier if they want to take a lead to play something like all the notes are right there. So you got to give it to the guitar player. They need to get a break. So let's think about this. If I put the capo on the second fret, everything gets a new name, but it'll still be the same chord for you. So if I play a C chord, or what looks like a C chord, it's really a D chord. Note that everything's been moved up a whole step on the guitar from down here to up here. So when you move up what looks like a C chord in open position on a guitar, put the capo on, it now becomes a D chord. So by the same token, if you go to the 4 chord, which on the dulcimer is a G, it's going to look like an F. Okay, you remember I showed you the barred G chord in that first video. That's what you're looking at. And then the 5 chord is what looks like a G chord, but it's really an A chord for you guys. Now, think about it. The next chord is A minor on the guitar, which is your B minor. But if I changed it and made it a major chord, it's going to look like what was an A chord back down here, but it's really a B chord. Now on the dulcimer, you don't have a B major chord per se. So what you would want to do is bar on the 5th fret of your dulcimer. That way it's neither major or minor, and the guitar fills it in. Because you could bar on that fret and I could go to a minor and no one would be the wiser. Okay, let's move along. The next thing is what looks like a D minor chord is really, for you, an E minor chord. So if it looks like a D minor chord, and it really is an E minor chord for you, if I make it its relative major, parallel major, it is now an E major chord. Just by raising this note or lowering that note. Okay, and then the next thing is what looks like an E minor chord is your F sharp minor on your dulcimer. Now if I raise this note by a half step right there, I'm now playing an F sharp major. Again, you can bar on the 2nd fret. If the guitar player is playing an E major chord form, it'll be F sharp major on you, barred on the 2nd fret. So there you have it. So you could go 1, 4, 5, and then 6, and then 4, and then So learn how to translate. It's almost like thinking in English and speaking in German, per se, because you're going to have to learn how to read. This is a D chord. This is a G chord. This is an A chord for you, not for me. So that'll do it. Stand by for more.